Yeah.
What up, though? It's your boy OG Kenny, O_G_Kenny at Retired from the Streets TV. You're going to hear a lot of commotion in the background because I got a family that's loud for no reason. They be loud if, like, cereal is cold. Like, oh, my God, this cereal is cold. And look, dogs, just get off me. Get down. Dang. Anyway, you see, it's my birthday. It's a chaotic scene wherever I'm at. I'm getting attacked by dogs. My arm's so licked right now. You feel me? You're going to hear my mama and, you hear that? And my sister. Here. Now y'all see why I'm crazy. This is what I live around. But anyway, man, my birthday celebration. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If y'all haven't done so far, please hit the subscribe button, hit notification bell. If you ever like any of my videos, please do the like thing, share it, comment as much as you want to. I don't care if it's good, bad, or indifferent. Please do that. You hear them? Crazy insanity. But it's the B-Day, so they're excited, and I couldn't get them to shut up for nothing. So here it is, right? I was telling y'all the story about when I'm in Macomb and I'm waiting because my man didn't got the whoop in, right? He didn't got the situation in, and we done did our thing. And I see how easy it is now to transition this pack in. Now, I'm not gonna say how it happened. I'm just gonna say my OG pushed a few buttons for me, and on the day that it was supposed to happen, I'm in there on pins and needles. You understand what I'm saying? I'm super nervous. I got a lot on my mind, and I'm like, man, as you can understand, I'm waiting on something that we ain't supposed to be doing. If this go wrong, guess where I'm going? Not only to segregation, but depending on the amount of what's coming in, I could be getting prosecuted in downtown at Macomb County Jail, waiting on some more charges, right? We don't want that to happen, so guess what we do? We recruit people who in key places. I'm not going to even say what them places is because I don't even know if they switched it up now. It might still be gravy. But we recruited people in key places to play out the role of what we needed to facilitate this. How it happened was I called home, talked to the OG, and I'm like, what's up? What's popping out there? She said, I'm heading down. She said, I'm like 5 minutes away from the projects. So when she get down to the projects, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna be on the phone when you get down there. Whoever you see out that you know I know, put them on the phone, because I ain't talked to none of the homies. So everybody down there in the Jeffries, especially on the little side, which is it's all love, but especially on the little side though, was family, you know what I mean? So put anybody on the phone, and I want to tap in and see what's popping on the block, right? Just so happened, she run into my man Slick and my man Fat D. And what they do is say, hey, tell him we got some bread for him, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And back then, I'm like, man, I don't need much. So they gave her 25 bones a piece, which was cool to me. And she's like, I'm going to send you the bread. I'm like, nah, don't send the bread. I need you to take that money to whoop-whoop, and you can give me a half of a zip. And then I got some people that's, you know, we had some things in play. You know, trust me. We had some people that was out there, people that was frequenting to the facility who was visiting, who, let's say hypothetically, right? Hypothetically speaking, I know an inmate, right, who's getting visits often. And they're not really getting that much money. They just are in close proximity to the prison, right? What I would do was I would take and pay them to holler at they people to go ahead and make this happen. It's going to be a pickup location for you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. They going to bring whoop. And then when you get it, give me, right? So that's what'll happen in most cases. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened in this case, but I'm just speaking of hypotheticals, right? Just to keep whatever the sanctity of whatever's still going on at the location, right? Because I don't know. And I don't want to get nobody, you know, caught up on nothing by exposing a loophole that may still exist, because that ain't my job. That ain't my job here on Retired from the Streets TV to be trying to expose nobody or none of that. All I'm doing is recollecting things I've been through with personal accounts of people that I know. So what I'm saying is, when the first time when it was going down, I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm waiting, I get the nod. I get the approval, right? You know what I mean? So I go on my visit. You know, I'm waiting on my visit to come too, because I want to be able to watch. I'm in the visiting room. I peep game. I see the whoop whoop. I'm like, I see the exchange. It was real smooth. It was low security, so you ain't had no police in your face, no CO in your face. So let me not exaggerate it like it was so tight security and it was on top of you and you had to shift positions in the visiting room like Kiss say. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Jadakiss. But it was still something risky because you still have cameras. And in order to look at those cameras through that bulb and see what direction they're pointing in and not look suspicious, that took a certain skill set. Because I got dudes to this day who still like, man, I do not know how y'all used to can look in that bulb and see where the camera was at. It was a certain position you set in the visitor room with that lighting that hit the back of that bulb where you could see exactly where that camera was pointing, because it would shift. It would move. You know what I mean? Little by little, it'll turn in increments. So when you know it's in a sweet position, you make your move, right? Got that bag in. That bag touch. It was so official. I was on pins and needles even after it touched, because I'm like, it's only 100 and some dudes in here. This is a very tight-knit location. And you hear that? Crazy. This is my daughter over there playing. What's that, TikTok? You watching TikTok? Something like that. Anyway, it was a very tight spot, so you can't do nothing. You can't fire nothing, especially nothing that thing you ain't supposed to have. Now, tobacco was still, you know, you could still use tobacco, buy and use tobacco, you know, from the MDOC back then. However, marijuana, out of the question. Still illegal, right? As you can kind of understand, especially in the prison system, right? So you fire it up at your own risk. You move it, you get it in at your own risk. We was definitely risk takers, and a lot of ahead of our time back then, because if anybody was at Macomb Correctional Facility Level 1 in late 99 and all of 2000, you remember me, and you know what I'm talking about. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It was a wide open facility. A lot of stuff started transpiring. This is just one story. I didn't want to get into details of how that went down, but I will tell you this much. Subsequent trips that was made and the getting it and putting it up and all that was me, myself. I didn't have no middleman, because my middleman ended up going to the hole for something unrelated. But I had to keep it going because I had already got my little lifestyle, you know, revolving around that, and the income it provided and the escape it provided, if you know what I mean. So I'm just saying that, man. It's my birthday. I don't want to talk too much. I got guests coming over. And like I was telling y'all, remember I was telling y'all I invested in some merch. I took all that. But look what I bought. Look at it right here. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. Little brother. Little brother SE 600. Now, say hi. Yeah, so baby with me. But we about to, you know, my birthday, I'm still working. I'm about to go ahead and do my first sample of some merch for Retired from the Streets TV, as well as my other brand I'm pushing out there. I'm not going to disclose the name right now because I'm still securing the legalities behind it, but I'm about to run this boy right now. I'll let y'all know in probably another 2 or 3 episodes once I get it down pat, how it turned out, and have some merch ready for the world. You feel me? So y'all can better tap in, grab y'all the t-shirt, support the OG. It's my birthday. I'm not going to air this probably tomorrow, but if y'all want to holler at your boy and throw some money my way, support my movement. I ain't begging. But if you want to just love me the way I love you, $ Retired Kenny on Cash App, I'll take 50 cents. You heard me? Anyway, man, I love y'all, man. Y'all know I'm silly. Thank y'all for tuning in again. Like I said, if you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. You feel what I'm saying? If you can relate to the story or anything you found. Look, if y'all got some stories, y'all was in the MDOC at any time, y'all personally want to tell y'all own stories, holla at me. I'm going to provide an opportunity for that, for you to not only tell your stories, what you learned, the lessons, because the biggest thing I want to exemplify on this platform is that we're going to talk about the moral of the story and the lessons you learn. Not just, oh, I went to prison, I got the bag, and it was that, because, trust me, this was cool, I got it in, but guess what? It was consequences. So I'm just giving you all this story because it was relevant to what the build-up, so that you see what the outcome was, and it wasn't favorable on my behalf. So what I want to say is, love you later. You feel what I'm saying? If you got them stories you want to tap in, get in the comment section and let me know, or hit me up at the Facebook group, Retired from the Streets, or on Instagram at O_G_Kenny, right? And we can sit down and talk on the phone or whatever and hash out how we're going to tell your story, and also promote whatever products or services you got to offer to the world. Y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. And y'all birthdays, Capricorns. Shout out to all my Caps out there. I love y'all, and I'm going to talk to y'all later, man. Peace and love, and I'm out. Hey! Ha.
2020.